Just jumped short on this breakout, added into it. I got short on that push in here, added into it. My expectation is that the market will hit that 15-minute liquidity down here and will continue lower. But this looks like we could continue higher. But still, just past 2 o'clock, and here's the liquidity. The market can immediately grab. That's what they wanted to do. They want to continue lower. Might get a nice acceleration. And what would be the target? So we did swap that liquidity yesterday. This one, this liquidity here, and we pushed. Now we swap that liquidity. So I have to be very, very careful with this. Because we might reverse and go higher. I'm gonna take some off and we will get, let's say we got 15, so let's take 8 off or 7, yeah, 8 off here, and hold the rest, because if we break that, we can continue to use this low very fast, and then we might try to grab that liquidity which hasn't been taken yet. So that's the possibility. Do I want to give the stop loss? I think I'm just gonna go break even. Yeah, completely break even on this trade. So we have two options. Market will sweep that and will reverse and go higher. That's why I'm taking off 8 contracts here. Or we will continue to the downside. We've been selling since the open, so there you go. Touch that, didn't. Now I took it. Pretty happy with that. Stop loss is break even. Let's keep this 7 contracts for target of yesterday's low. We might get that very fast. Just gonna look actually. Here's liquidity, but there's not a lot of liquidity because we just dropped and we came back. So I'm thinking we might actually return. So the market doesn't need to get down there unless they want to dump it completely. Unless they want to go down here and collect that as well. So other than that, I think we might come back and start to push higher. This has been already played. This was played. Yeah, I don't see markets continuing lower. But there you go. Yeah, we swept that liquidity by 1 point. Was it 1 point? 61, 6, yeah, sorry, 21, 20. So it's just 1 point. Yeah, I think we can reverse now, really. I closed the position and I'm long 7 contracts. I will be adding into it if we continue higher. 1 point is not really enough, but a lot of people trying to short this break of structure. And I'm looking at that and I see, do we really have the reason to go lower? Is there liquidity that we can take? Because you can't count this liquidity because this is just this bit. We took that yesterday. So we have actually pretty fast buying, and that is institutional buying. So they dropped and they immediately bought that. Bear in mind this is 15-minute candle. Unless they sold and completed transaction up there. And now they don't care. We're gonna really fall. And once we start to fall, we're gonna do it really, really fast into this liquidity down here. So and probably this one as well. If that happens, right? If this happens, then we're gonna dump it. But for now, I'm pretty happy with. So macro has finished, and if we're lucky, we can climb back up here. Pretty much. Yeah. I will buy 3 more. I'm gonna have 10. And yeah. Let me just drop this and measure a liquidity here on that drop. Yeah, if they want to push and sell, then they will have this level and that level to sell into. So I'm gonna be selling in front of it, in front of everybody. Some probably. I will probably sell 5. Sorry, depends how I want to play that. I'm gonna sell 5. Just in front of the trapped liquidity. Yeah. And then when we push, we're gonna push through. And I would not be surprised to see price up there. By the end of the day. So basically this like this. And probably even higher into that. Something like that. Let's make that green. Alright, so we are getting a little bit of push. Like I said, there's no reason to go lower at this point because we have swept that liquidity yesterday and then we pumped it up, and then today we just went to grab this liquidity. It's actually marked here as a green. See that? That was my liquidity. They marked it before. Let's make this green. Yeah, that's green. You can see that this liquid is growing here. So we can just fool around here for a while. We've got time. 1 hour and 45 minutes till close. I like the drop. I'm gonna buy it. This is most likely in 1 minute we have a fair value gap there. So I'm buying into this fair value gap, which will be somewhere here. There you go. And then minor liquidity will be here. That's the first 15-minute candle. I mean, sorry, we do have it here, the first 15-minute candle. But it's too close. And that's the second one. So I would focus on the second one, which means I can sell 5 here. Got 15, so we have to sell a little bit. Going even lower. Let's buy more. Let's sell 10 here. Just in front of it. Well, liquidity is up here, so liquidity is up here. So let's half a point. 3/4. We can actually squeeze 1 point more out of that. That's $50, right? 10 contracts. MES. These are. I'm treating this as MES contracts. That's how you can measure how far can we go, how far can we push. So what they need to do, they need to push into stops. Stops are in this area of the shorts. So bear in mind we can just fool around here, go in a circle for a while. So you have to be careful. But at the same time, they would like to mark. I'm not counting on this because that was just the first push. Then we dropped, we collected these longs, these early longs, we collected, and now we're gonna make the right move, I think. Like 1 and like 2. To go, they need to go through that. into that. You see how fast they go? That's what I want to see. Quick, 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 quick buying. And they will try to sell into this 15-minute liquidity, into that liquidity up here. Come on, give me that one little push. Oh man, I'm being too greedy. Where's that greed? Is this greed? I'm still gonna push because they need to trigger the stop losses. This is just front running, really. But they need to trigger stop losses to sell. Come on. Come to daddy. We got it here. We can see it. We need to push this one tick higher, 2 ticks higher. Has to go up there. Well, it has to go up there to complete transaction. Without that, the whole move was just pointless. They pushed through the 15 by 1 point, half a point. Okay, well, at this point, you cannot allow market to come back and stop you out. So either we're gonna make money or we're gonna get out, break even. And as I said, I want eventually I want market to get up there. And there you go. Now we're gonna push. Boom. Interesting. I didn't get that one tick higher. But we got filled. Should continue high anyway because this is where the first 15 minutes stop losses are on this minor liquidity. Now we're pushing. Boom. Quick. Now we have to watch what market is going to do. Are we going to reverse? Or are we going to continue? Simple as that. Should continue because liquidity, the proper liquidity is up there. The main liquid, actually I can move this a little bit. Where's this marking? Hmm? Here is the main. This is where it started. So this is where a chunk of the liquidity is, the big, chunk of meat. And they need to get up there to sell into the stop losses of the liquidity. And if you look closely, the main chunk is this, right? So if you want to be secure, you can just close here on the first push. And that's it. Risk removed from the trade. And obviously, because we have sold into the stops. We can get down there again and can do whatever they want to do. But a lot of liquidity here. Just compare that to this. So a lot of liquidity was here. We just sold a little bit here. Not enough, but not as many as here. That tells me that we can drop into that. I'm going to close. There you go, man. We can basically get into this one more time to buy even more. And then we're gonna go. Yeah. So how much did we take on this trade? This is 10 MES is 1 ES because that's what I do. So I don't trade ES nowadays. So at this point, when you look at that, $380 and this is $290. 380 into 9 is 600, 770 dollars, right? Correct? No, 670. 670 trading liquidity sweeps. Yeah, we can continue. Yes, we can continue, but that's where the main liquidity is to sell. The market can just climb back up there. But before we do it, we might just go full around and yeah. But I closed probably too early. But that's okay. That's okay. We still predicted the market. We've been shorting this, right? We've been shorting and then we recognized the market. We shorted the push. Market is not going to. We covered into the low. And I think yeah, I switched here from short to longs on the 7. It was a good decision. We added here 3, we were 10, 20. We're closed here, pretty much everything. Why I did not believe in this drop down here. Yeah? You got this here. It could happen. It could happen, but it didn't happen. Why? Because of this. Because of that. If we didn't have that yesterday, imagine we didn't have that bit. Imagine that this drop didn't exist. That let's just do it differently. Let's say imagine the market did this yesterday, and then we went up. Imagine that we have then we would have a liquidity down here, and the market would most likely drop into that, and like it did yesterday, and continue into this order block. Boom, and probably grab the because we had liquidity. So there will be a yesterday's low. I'll probably get down there to grab the yesterday's low, stop somewhere. There will be a lot of panic. Market will just drop and boom and come back immediately. Today they decided, well, come on, we don't need to do it one more time because we already did this. We collected it. This is us. This is us pumping market higher. By saying us, I'm talking about those who are controlling the market, my friend. There are people with the big money, big pockets, and they control the market. So they've been pumping yesterday. They don't need to get down to do what they were interested right now. They have been interested. Let me just switch to 5 here. They have been interested, just like yesterday, exactly the same way. They have been interested to collect this liquidity, and I'm going to mark that this liquidity. This is what they wanted. Well, so they needed market to drop lower, break of structure. Lots of people jump on the short. I jumped on the short here, but I covered, and I had like a very small position, 7 contracts. Realized we're not going to go down. We have this. They're not going to go down. Let's buy. We bought it. We sold into this liquidity here. Exactly what the price is right now. This is what we sold. Master liquidity, and you will understand how to trade. Okay, how far can we go now? Well, we can go up there. We can go up there into this area by the end of the day. But we might do something like this before we go there. Boom, 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 and boom. Yeah. So let's just close that bit. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, or we can go up there and then come down. You know, many things can happen. But that was a decent ride. 620, 33. Might push up here, come down into this fair value gap, buy it one more time, and push into this liquidity up here. You say, well, wait a second, but they already used their liquidity. Yeah, they used that liquidity, but they didn't use this liquidity yet, right? We're talking about this liquidity. Yeah? We're talking about this liquidity. Here. So you have to recognize what was played already and what has not been played yet, and this hasn't been played yet. A market most likely will take that bid and take that bid, take these two things. We might come back here, buy more, and then we're gonna move. On this last bid, this last move, it can happen in the last 5 minutes of the day. Boom. Yeah, you've seen it many times. Suddenly you're like, wait a second, why market is just pumping on the last 1 minute or last 2 minutes? This is why, because they need to sell. And they want to sell it into these short stop losses. It's very simple. You buy below, you buy cheap, or you sell higher. Master liquidity sweeps. And you're gonna make money. That is trap trading, guys. 25th of August 2024. And that is my third video today. We have made $600 early in the day. I started with 50,000, so I made one. So that's 800, right? 8,000. So divide by 10 because this is MES. That's $800 today. Take care and see you tomorrow. Yeah, you ask, you have it. Yesterday's main liquidity sweep strategy. Watch that.